everybody, and welcome inside the Anoka High School here on QCTV Sports. We've got some Section 7 4A basketball heading your way. It's the Section 7 4A semifinals. The 4-seeded Andover Huskies over here taking on the hometown number 1 seeded Anoka Tornadoes. Pete Anderson alongside Sean Fogarty. And Sean, this one, Anoka, playing really good basketball, having a really good record all season long. Andover really kind of just trying to find their groove all season long. But this game is a lot closer than the records indicate.
Yeah, when you're playing teams that you're very familiar with, it definitely has that feel where, they've played each other twice already this year. Anoka came out victorious in both games, one by 11, one by 8. But in the second game, Andover was up 10 at halftime. So, this game could be tighter than, what a normal 1-4 might feel.
On the Andover side, they come in with a record of 11-16. They won their the quarterfinal matchup against Coon Rapids at the 4-5 game, and they did so handily, winning 84-59. On the flip side, the Tornadoes with the 1 seed, they took on Cambridge Isani on Wednesday night. There's head coach Jeremy Habel of the Huskies. They took on Cambridge Isani, did the Tornadoes, and they won also easily 95-74. These two teams both have a top leading scorer that really kind of leads the way. The catch with the Tornadoes is they kind of have two.
Yes. It's always nice to have, two people you can rely on in case one is having an off night. But it doesn't seem like Anoka's had that happen very often. Both of them have had a very consistent season this year.
Tornadoes led in scoring, rebounding, and assists by Peyton Pedani. On the Husky side, leading the way in all 3 categories as well as number 2, Alex Kopetsky. Tip-off was Miller against Lackinen. Miller wins that one, pulls it back into the backcourt, and it'll be Mapson running the offense here as he's met by Peyton Pedani. Mapson puts it on the floor, gets around the corner, throws it up, and gets the bucket to fall, and a quick 3-point play opportunity for Joseph Mapson, wearing number 42 here tonight.
Looks like it was a late switch off that little ball screen interchange there that put Anoka, in on that. I think that foul is going to be called on Lackinen there. He just wasn't able to get that switch there quite quick enough.
Free throw is good. It's a 3-point lead for the Huskies. Pedani brings it up for the Tornadoes. Borcher gives it right back to Pedani. He goes cross court. Ball goes up and falls in. Dominic Bucket able to get into the lane and lay that in. It's a 3-2 game here in the early goings in Anoka. Caden Raisler puts it on the floor, picks up his dribble, goes wide around for Colton Miller. Kopetsky gets out of traffic, gets it into the lane, stopped at the elbow there by Bucket. Bounce pass inside, finds Raisler working on Ellis. He goes off the glass and in. Caden Raisler with his first bucket of the afternoon.
Really nice post move there by Raisler. Probably not necessarily something he's really worked a lot on, but it was a really nice move there.
Bucket puts it on the floor, stops. Now just back outside. There's Trey Borcher. That one's no good, but coming down on the rebound was locking it. And that's going to be an offensive foul against Trey Borchers.
Borcher plays, much bigger than his 6-foot frame, gives him. And, he's going to come in and drive into the paint. And it was a nice job by Miller to be able to step in. He tried to step in on the last time, and there was a good no call by their officials on the last take by Anoka.
If you were to look at those two and say one of them is a starting offensive lineman for on the varsity team, their varsity football team, you would not guess that was Colton Miller, but it is. Mapson gives it for Miller, who goes off the glass, no good. Rebound comes down. Squire has it. He'll turn, go high off the glass, no good, but he'll draw the foul call and go to the line for 2.
Anoka just really wasn't able to put a body on anybody enough to prevent the offensive rebounds from happening. But with their size, I think they're going to be able to get that change here. Coach Jefferson's going to be able to have that conversation with his team.
Lackinen picking up his second foul. Squire's first free throw is good. So Affie Beckway comes in. Lackinen will take a seat for the Tornadoes. Squire's second free throw is good.
Squire's averaging 7 points a game for the Huskies this year. Nice contributor there as a starter.
He had a big game on Wednesday, especially in the second half. Bucket Gets past Miller. Miller's able to rise up and defend. Ball pops out to Mapson, who will bring it up the court. Kopetsky being met by Borchers. Taps it away. Kopetsky's able to regather, but he lost his dribble. He gives off for Raisler. Now Squire puts it on the floor, gets inside, goes up over Podani. No good. Rebound comes to Podani. Peyton will work it up the court left to right.
Podani's always around the basketball. Good things happen when he's on the court.
Gives off. Ellis will launch a three. That one's no good. Rebound goes to Kopetsky. That one tapped out of bounds. It'll be the Huskies' ball down on the offensive side in front of the Anoka bench.
Back with a great hustle play coming back in transition and being able to knock that away it would have been a wide open three-pointer.
Racel inbound from underneath the basket, gets it out up top for Miller, and now back in Caden's hands. He'll put it on the floor, drops it for Kopetsky. Kopetsky works with the right hand inside, off the glass, too shallow of an angle. Gets a rebound, now goes for Miller, goes up and under, and can't get that one to fall. Miller still battling the rebound. Mapson comes away with it. He'll go off the glass, no good. Podani brings down the rebound and clears out.
Andover's getting a lot of offensive chances here. Anoka's going to have to do a much better job of putting people, putting the body on people to box out.
Danny with a nice hesitation move, and as he was going up, he felt the arm, so was able to throw that one up. He'll go to the line for two. Averaging just shy of 20 points per game is Peyton.
That's going to be the first foul on the Huskies and on Mapson.
Free throw is pure for Peyton. His first point of the game.
Podani's averaging 20 points a game. Really is that spark plug that helps Anoka be able to, get such good scoring opportunities.
Makes them both, does Podani. 2 for 2 at the line. Mapson will bring it up. He's being watched by Podani. That's going to be a tough offensive draw. Kopetsky drives the lane and finds everything. Squire with the rebound and puts it back in.
Again, not getting a box out. You got to be able to, keep the Huskies off the glass.
Podani's launching from way outside. That one's going to come down and tapped to Squire ahead to Kopetsky. He'll run the floor and slow things down. Marked by Borchers. Kopetsky lost the handle. Podani picks it up all the way down and a jam.
Great read there to be able to shoot that gap there and take the ball from Kopetsky.
Kopetsky inside for Miller. Miller going to go to work into the lane. He loses the handle. It'll be a jump ball, and Anoka will turn it over. Afia Beckway with some good defense there on Colton Miller.
Yeah, great job moving his feet. And then as soon as Miller, turned a little bit and showed that basketball, it gave him an opportunity to go in and grab that. It was a really nice play defensively.
Ellis will bring it up the court. Works to the left side and hands off for Podani. Podani quickly inside for Borchers. What a nice backdoor move for Trey Borchers. And the assist to Podani.
We're going to see a little pressure here from Anoka now. Just a little bit of token pressure there that they're going to try to put on them.
Kopetsky gets around the corner but draws the foul. He would have wished that call would not have been made because he had a wide open look to the basket.
That's a first foul there on Backett. It's the fourth team foul though already for Anoka.
Pass comes in to Mapson in the backcourt. He'll work it in. Miller's going to launch a three from top of the key. Rattles in, and Miller has his first points after a couple of bunny misses. Ellis working on Raisler. Hesitation and then pulls it back out. Mapson tried to get a little steal. Inside, Beckway will find some wiggle room and lays it up and in.
Good patience there by Beckway to realize that Miller was going to come try to block that one from behind. Really good patience to let him blow by and then be able to finish.
And Beckway pulls down that rebound. Strong move there from Kopetsky to get to the rim. Just couldn't finish. And Beckway goes back. Now that one's tapped out of his hands, but it'll draw the foul. I believe that's going against Squire. It'll be his first. And I think they said that was on the floor. They're going to say that's shooting. Okay.
He had gathered on his way up. That's a really good call there.
As he brought up here, yeah, that's a good call. First free throw, no good. 12-10 here in the early goings of this 1-4 matchup in the section semifinals. Centennial already punched their ticket here in the game previous. Both free throws no good for Beckway. Centennial needed overtime to win that one over the Blaine Bengals. Mapson brings the ball up the floor. Tries to go to work on Podani. Podani gives it, blocks that out. Mapson back on the ball on the wing. Kopetsky being marked by Backett. Squire puts it on the floor and tries to thread the needle. Instead, it's a turnover. Backett runs the floor the other way for the Tornadoes, and it's an offensive foul going against. Excuse me, that was Beckway that's going to draw that foul.
I think that's actually going to be the second foul on Backett.
They did call. I thought he put up the 4.
So that's the second one. It was when he got down into the lane, he clearly had put his arm out and extended it here. You'll be able to see it here on the replay where he had pushed Squire there, to gain that advantage. That was a pretty easy call there. He's not going to like that call, of course, but that's definitely the right call.
Coach Jefferson of the Tornadoes getting a long explanation from the official down here to our left. Meanwhile, Raisler will inbound. Mapson brings it up, still being marked by Podani.
This last possession, and Anoka was playing really, really solid man-to-man, forcing the Huskies to have to put the ball on the court and try to drive into the paint, and that resulted in that turnover.
Raisler with a runner, and it's a block call. I think they're going to say that he might have been in the circle, because I thought that Beckway was there. We'll see here on this replay.
That's a tough one. Unless he still, he didn't get completely set, as that help side defender, you really have to get set to be able to get that call, but I would be questioning that myself.
Raisler's first free throw was good. Raisler had a big game on Wednesday night against Coon Rapids. All 5 of the Huskies starters in double digits. Both free throws for Raisler are good, and the lead back out to 4 for the Huskies. Working and one. Drive to the basket there by Caleb Scherer, and he converts.
Such a good job by Scherer there. He was able to, get the contact, and then he was, after he had absorbed it, was able to get that ball out nice and away from himself and put it up off the glass. Great finish.
Miles going to come into the game for the Huskies, and coming in for the Tornadoes to match Miles is Concho Quenti. And Scherer will be at the line here to convert the three-point opportunity. Free throw is good.
Huskies lead 14-13 right now. It's this tight battle, to the first, 6-7 minutes here.
Kopetsky works to their baseline, now gives it back for Miles, but he was not prepared for it. Tipped, saved it for the Huskies. Raisler's going to step into a 3, hits it! (17-13). Anoka keeps whittling that lead down, and the Huskies build it right back up. Steal inside the lane as Podani lost the handle. Mapson's going to run the floor. Quenti got a piece of that. It'll go out of bounds, but good defense there by Concho Quenti, holding his ground against a driving Joseph Mapson. And as I've seen from the sidelines, you've seen from the stands, Joseph Mapson, when he's running downhill, he's a load.
Yeah. But Quenti is also that as well. Really quick hands there by Quenti.
Quenti bobbled it a couple times, and that'll be put on the floor. Quenti gets it back, blocked by Miles. Raisler with the rebound. He'll work up the floor, working right through the middle. goes up, and he's blocked inside. Good work there by Scherer. He's on the ball now. Works it into the lane. Up, long extension. Quenty with the rebound. He goes too shy. And he finally gets the bucket when he gets the call. He'll go to the line to make this a three-point play. It's 15-17. Tornadoes now within 2.
The last minute or so, this pace has really sped up. Both teams are trying to get up and down the court really quick.
Scherer just trying to throw that up and over Miles. It was Quenty with the good rebound, gets his own rebound, and then ends up being able to make that one fall. The foul goes against Caden Raisler, his first. Quenty's free throw is good.
Completes the three-point play there.
And it's a 16-17 game. Tornadoes trail by 1. Kopetsky gives off for Miles, who works to the basket, up off the glass and in. Good little screen and roll there for the Huskies with Eddie Miles and Alex Kopetsky.
Again, that was where the case where Miles was able to keep that ball on the outside of him to allow him to get that shot off.
Scherer with some acrobatics and somehow got that one to fall.
That's going to get the fans excited. A little bit of a circus shot.
Raisler out wide. He's marked by Hibbler. Now Kopetsky still with Padani on him. Kopetsky gets into the lane and dragged that pivot foot. Good call here. Kopetsky trying to get an explanation. That hop allowed that back foot to drag. See here.
Oh, sorry. You can see he actually is asking, the official right there, did I drag my foot? And that is exactly what happened.
Podani works to the right side, marked by Mapson. Inside goes to Quenty, and it's knocked out of his hands. Raisler comes away with it. Kopetsky works it up the floor, tries to get past Quenty. He does, and he lays it up with the left hand. Nice move there by Kopetsky, his first bucket of the night.
And Andover's going to need him to be able to, continue to get to the basket and knock down some shots.
Scherer gives off for Quenty. It's tapped away by Mapson. Quenty's able to recover. Into the corner. Hibbler travel.
Yep, shuffled his feet right as soon as he went to go drive. You can see his feet shuffled.
Back in the game for the Tornadoes is Ibekwe. Quenty will step out. On the floor now for the Tornadoes is Hibbler, Scherer, Podani, Ibekwe, and Borchers. For the Huskies, it's Mapson, Raisler, Levi Strengy now on the floor, Eddie Miles, and Alex Kopetsky. Miles has it about 6 feet outside the arc. Gives for Strengy. Mapson's going to launch a three from the right wing. That one's no good. Front iron. Podani climbs the ladder to get that rebound. He'll work it up the floor. He's got a lane, and it's tapped away. Gets tapped right back to him. And he draws another foul, and it's an and one.
Just an interesting play there as, Podani was driving to the basket, lost it, then it got knocked back to him. Then he was able to step through and be able to finish through the contact. What a play.
Second foul on Joseph Mapson. He's going to take a seat. Miller back in the game for the Huskies. Podani looking to get his game total to 7. He does. He's got 3 free throws, 2 buckets from the floor. 21-21. Kopetsky nearly lost the handle. He gets around the corner this time on Podani, off the glass and in. Kopetsky finding ways to get to the basket. This time helps the Huskies retake the lead.
Good patience there to be able to work it back and get all the way around Podani. He, with his 6'4" frame, he's a tough one if he's guarding you when you're a guard.
Scherer from the corner makes it right in the face of Caden Raisler. And it's a Anoka lead for the first time here tonight.
Miller with a quick 3 there. Podani comes down with that rebound. Now you can see Anoka's going to slow it down a little bit, get some offense set up.
Ibekwe backs it out. Podani now being marked by Miller. Pass goes inside. It's tipped off of the Huskies. It'll stay with the Tornadoes. Huskies saying they didn't touch it.
I don't think they did.
Ibekwe pointed saying it was tipped, but that was enough for the official. It'll be shared inbound. He's standing on the second A of Anoka here on our right side on the baseline. Works around Podani on Kopetsky now, trying to get it inside. Gets to the lane, now dribbles back for Ellis, back on the floor. Ellis, long extension of that right arm, uses the glass and in for his first bucket of the evening.
Great finish there off, knew that that Miles was coming over to contest it. Went high off the glass, put enough English on it. Great finish.
Kopetsky loses his dribble right in the middle of the paint. Now to Miller on the wing. Raisler will work around the perimeter, trying to create a little bit of space on Ellis. Gives off for Miles, and that's going to be an offensive foul. Beckway absorbed that clean and went to the floor. A nice, easy call there for the official in front.
And Beckway isn't he's 6'3", listed at 6'3". Not a small individual, but was able to hold his ground here and felt that with Miles. And as soon as he went through him, he was nice and set and drew that foul.
Ellis asking the bench what set they want to get into. He'll hand off for Borchers. Now Podani. Podani goes to the corner. It's tipped by Stringy out of bounds. I think that pass was intended for Scherer, and it just didn't have the loft to get there. Fortunate bounce for the Tornadoes.
That's one that usually gets tipped and stolen, so they got lucky to get that one back.
Off the inbound, Podani launches a three from the wing. He hits, and it's a 6-point lead here for the Tornadoes, who trailed here for the most of the first half, at least the first half of the first half. Miller puts it on the floor for the Huskies, loses the handle, it bounces into Borcher's hands. Ahead, here's Podani, and lays it in. And it's a 10-2 run for the Tornadoes over the last handful of minutes. Miles down low over a Beckway. Rises up and gets that one to fall.
Timeout Huskies.
And the Huskies take a quick timeout as the lead is down to 6. Coach Habel calls that timeout with 6:42, and we want to say thank you here to our Andover Huskies Booster Club and the Anoka Tornadoes Booster Club for making it possible for everybody to be able to watch this game live. Section games typically have that requirement of being on a tape delay if the rights aren't purchased. And so we want to make sure that we thank the Anoka Tornadoes Hoops Booster Club and the Andover Huskies Basketball Booster Club for making that possible here today. We thank you guys. Hopefully both sides getting to enjoy, if you're not here in the building, being able to watch this one live. It's a heated rivalry between these two teams. Since Andover opened as a school in 2002, it's been a built-in border battle between the two A-towns.
In every sport.
In every single sport, except for maybe hockey. Now, driving the lane is Bucket, but can't get that one to fall. He'll draw the foul, go to the line for 2 shots, and look to extend the Tornadoes' 6-point lead.
You can see here, just a nice, solid drive there. Raisler just over late. That's going to get you on that call. Even if you're straight up there, you make that contact, you put yourself in danger of getting that foul.
Dominic's first free throw is good. His first point of the afternoon.
Beckett averages seven points a game. A lot of his game is being able to get to the basket. We'll knock down that three-pointer occasionally.
Dominic's second free throw is good, and the lead out to 8 for the Tornadoes.
So we got Kopetsky here running the ball up top.
Mapson back in the game, puts it on the floor at the right. He's working on Podani. He creates a little bit of space, too strong off the glass. Ball comes free in front, racing to the ground. It's back and forth, and I think it's going to stay with the Huskies. Good hustle there by Joseph Mapson after he had that first miss, getting on the floor, saving that one, and will keep the possession alive for the Huskies.
That kind of hustle, those hustle plays, they don't ever show up in a stat. But, when you're watching the game, you always can see that. And that's really, what sometimes can make or break a game, especially when they're close.
Kopetsky gets the ball in the corner, immediately marked by Padani. Kopetsky on the floor, getting stopped, trying to pull up. Instead, he'll give off for Squire. Miles into the corner. He's being marked by Colton Johnson, and a travel is going to be called. Colton Johnson entering the game, just an 8th grader. And he's matched up against Eddie Miles, probably the biggest bruiser that the Huskies have on their bench, especially down low.
Yeah, as Colton comes in, he's an 8th grader. He is 6'4", so he does have some size, but it is a little bit different going against
Ellis launches a 3, no good, and we've got a foul that's going to go against the Huskies on that rebound. And I think it's going to go against Alex Kopetsky. It'll be 1-1 now, as that was the 8th team foul against the Huskies.
I think it went on Squire. That's his 3rd.
They did. Free throw's no good, and I think that's going to be a foul against Johnson down low, pushing the back on Miller.
Anoka's also now put into the bonus, so we'll be shooting free throws from here on out for the next 5 minutes and 47 seconds on every foul.
That's a long time. Colton Miller will go to the line from that Colton Johnson foul.
Say that a bunch of times fast.
I'm already thinking that if Colton Johnson's in the game a lot, this could get confusing. Colton Miller averages 8+ points a game, 8.7. He makes the first free throw. And the second one good as well for Colton.
With this much time left in the first half, shooting free throws is going to be a huge, stat that's going to come in. If you can make your free throws, you're going to give yourself an opportunity to win a basketball game.
So Danny back with the ball. He's on Miles right now on the perimeter.
Anoka likes this matchup.
Eddie defends into the paint. Padani gets a shot up. And it'll be a jump ball. It'll go to the Huskies. Colton Johnson and Joseph Mapson combined to bring that rebound down. Good looking shot there for Padani. Just didn't fall.
Seemed like it went about halfway down. Those ones are always frustrating. Don't change anything. Shoot it again.
Mapson brings it up. Gives off for Kopetsky. Kopetsky's going to launch a long 3 and rattles it in. And the Huskies bring themselves to within 3 after trailing by as many as 7. And there's an answer for Trey Borchers.
Actually, that one I believe Backett.
Backett makes that 3. It's a 6-point game again. Miller drives into the lane and gets that bucket to fall. And it'll be Backett picking up the foul. Miller will go to the line where he just made 2 to get it back to within 3.
And I think that might be 3 on Backett, excuse me. Yes, it is his 3rd foul, so he's going to have, probably sit the rest of the half would be my guess.
Miller drives from the lane, gets inside, and yeah, you got that touch on the elbow as Miller rises up. Miller's free throw is good. And completes the 3-point play. It's a 3-point game. Dre Ellis with the ball for the Tornadoes. Podani to Hibbler. Hibbler puts it on the floor. Marked by Kopetsky. And now gives it back out for Podani, where Mapson has drawn the task of defending the top scorer for the Tornadoes. Borchers gets around the corner on Miller, and then Miles is there to save it. He gets it right inside. It's out of bounds, though. It'll stay with the Tornadoes with 11 on the shot clock. 4:22 left here in this first half.
I think Miles just got saved by throwing it out of bounds because he threw it right back into Johnson, who was going to be able to take it right to the basket. I understand that one. You're trying to hustle and be able to save it, but you might just throw it to somebody right next to it.
Oh, that's he might have gotten the benefit of the call. Podani from the corner, no good. Rebound goes to Beckway, who drops it in.
Really nice job there by Mbekwe to be able to work around Miles and still be able to finish up near the basket.
Miller hands off for Raisler. Now back in Colton's hands. It'll be Kopetsky working on Hibbler. Raisler going to drive baseline. A little runner. No good. Off the back iron and out. Hibbler with the rebound. Up ahead. He gets it for Mbekwe. Mbekwe too strong off the back glass. Borchers tries to lay it up with the left hand. Rebound comes down for Caden Raisler. And Kopetsky will run the floor for the Huskies up ahead. Hesitation move. It's tapped away by Borchers. Back ahead for Borchers. And Mapson with the good hustle play to come away and take it away. It'll stick with the Tornadoes. But no fast break bucket there for the Tornadoes that they thought they had.
Yeah, you could see it was a great tip there by Borcher to be able to, poke that away from behind. But Mapson's hustle play to come all the way back down and be able to get that, to save that basket. It's great hustle. Again, that's those hustle points that don't show up in that stat.
Danny on the wing, marked by Raisler, who puts it on the floor with the left, backs out, pull up. No good, off the mark to the right side. Rebound was Miles, and it'll be Mapson slowly walking the ball up the court. Trying to get by Ellis. It's poked away. Hibbler goes to the floor. He pulls it.
Stood up.
And it's a traveling call. Good call on the floor. He's in a battle with that one. He had the ball and a little bit of Colton Miller's shoe. Good poke away there by Hibbler. And then he's on the court right here. Yep.
Yep, can't stand up. As soon as you
got to start dribbling. You got to start dribbling first if you're going to get up. Into the game now for the Huskies is Levi Strengy. 3:09 on the clock. Shot clock reset to 20.
Referees were trying to figure out which side of the court it was supposed to be inbounded on there.
Miller gets the inbounds. And now slows it down. Strengy to Mapson. He'll back away. Looking for some room. Now gives it for Raisler. Miller was going to shoot it. Now gets it into the paint. 5 on the shot clock. Mapson launches. In and out. Wow, that one had it was halfway down and spun.
All the way around the world.
All the way out. Hibbler drives the floor up and in. What a move for Kamari Hibbler.
That crossover just created that much space for him to be able to get. It ended up being a pretty easy layup attempt.
Kopetsky draws the foul, and he'll go to the line to shoot 1-1. As the lead is extended out to a game-high 7. Anoka's had 2 7-point leads now.
The one thing that's been causing the Huskies some problems here is when they're trying to drive. Anoka's doing a really nice job of getting into those driving lanes and just being able to poke at that ball. And it's been enough to cause some turnovers. This last one here, you can see Kopetsky going. He actually had, grabbed a hold of the ball so that way they couldn't poke it.
Second free throw for Kopetsky is good. It's a 5-point game, 40-35 in favor of the Tornadoes. Hibbler has it, gets a hesitation move, and then a pass tipped by the Huskies out of bounds. It'll stay with the Tornadoes. 28 seconds on the shot clock.
Yep, that one you're just trying to sneak a pass through. There's lots of hands in that. That was going to be a tough one to get through.
Off the inbounds, goes for Mbekwe with the little rise put back. Kopetsky launches, stops and pops, no good. Raisler goes up and gets the rebound right back for Kopetsky, who drives the lane and finds the glass and in. Kopetsky brings the Huskies to within 3.
Again, the offensive rebounds that the Huskies are getting are what's really helping keep them in this game.
4-point run for Alex Kopetsky. Shot from the corner, no good. Raisler with another rebound. Strengy into the corner, marked by Ellis. Gives it up for Kopetsky, off the glass, no good. Miller puts back! And the Huskies within 1. 1:40 on the clock.
That 7-point lead now is kind of evaporated with these last few possessions. The Huskies are making them take some tough shots. There's another tough shot.
Scherer can't get it to go. And it's Miller that comes away with a rebound. Mapson will bring it up. Huskies trying to retake the lead. They held the lead for the better part of the first half of this game, or I should say first half of this half. Mapson gets Pieshare off the glass and in! And a timeout for the Tornadoes. They're going to talk this one over because the Huskies have paid back the run that the Tornadoes took about the halfway mark, and they're back in front.
Yeah. And an 8-0 run there to help get them back in the lead.
Taking a peek here at the bracket for the Section 7 4A. As I mentioned, Centennial already in the championship, and they're looking at this one. If the Huskies win, they host the section championship over at their gym. If the Tornadoes win, it'll stay right here where the semifinals have been.
So yeah, you know, the different format that they've changed to where the top seed hosts is a great change in my opinion. That you know where it gives more fans, you get students, you get just a better atmosphere than sometimes the neutral site can provide. And so it's just you can see here we have lots of fans. You know, there's Centennial fans that are still here and players. You have a lot of people who are here. That just changes that environment so much, and it makes it so much more fun.
We were able to catch the end of the second half and then all of overtime of the previous game, and you know, that's one thing when you get seasons at the end. You know, all teams involved here are on spring break now. You know, you had a big crowd of that Blaine Centennial game. We've got another good crowd here for this one. Borchers trying to go inside to Padani. Instead, he'll give back. It works around the perimeter for the Tornadoes. Ellis has it now with Blaine Raisler on the floor. He gets in to the lane and was able to give that up before he put his feet on the floor. Otherwise, that would have been a traveling call. Sherritt turns and fight. Wow, how did that go in? He is an incredible shot maker. Everybody that has ever seen Caleb Sherritt play knows that about him. But he's got two of the most head-scratching shots you'll see already here tonight. Kopetsky, marked by Sherritt, 20 on the shot clock. Puts it on the floor with the right, does Alex, and you'll back it out here. Blaine at the top of the key. Miller goes inside from Miles. Miles, a spin move off the back glass, and it spins out. No good. Bodani works it up. 11 seconds. That one's knocked away by Miles. 7 seconds to go in the half. Kopetsky drives the floor. He's got a lane. Gets around. Off the glass. No good. Tips up. Still there. And no shot. The Tornadoes, off that Caleb Sherritt turnaround jumper, no-look jumper, basically. I think back in the day, the kids might have called that a 360 no-scope. But he hits that one, and that's the difference right now as both teams head to the locker room. It's 42-41. A tight one here at Anoka. We'll be back with second half action. The Tornadoes lead 42-41 over the Huskies.
Well, we've actually kind of had a lot of adversity this season, some ups and downs, and you know, I feel like we've, you know, having those battles has set us up for tonight.
Some extracurricular pushing, shoving, as intensity has certainly increased for both teams.
And, you know, it just takes one weird bounce and your season's over.
He's going to roll to the right. He's going to throw to the end zone. Knocked away. We're building for today. You know, you play 8 games to get ready for this.
Not so fast.
Brister here, scores! Pops up with the peanut butter. Oh.
Play action, rolling out left, in trouble. Dodges another would-be tackler into the end zone. Touchdown!
I'm not sure what Vegas has for the over-under for our camera person in center field getting deflected.
Steps into the middle, wrist or goal. Wow!
Can he do it? Turns it over. 2 points, wide open. Kuyan 3, switch.
See some of the Husky fans eating a nice healthy meal.
This one is hit high in the air, center field, right center, up, and that's out of here.
Humble. Good feet inside, and what a shot by Schindlebeck.
A base hit, big time.
5 high and above, and it's a goal. Matt Jones.
Danny Welch up the middle, and he busts it. 40,
He is gone.
Scratch that, Joe. They do have momentum back.
Trombley over to Reeder. Perfect step by Trombley. Reeder drops the hammer. How about that? 1 point. So it did come down to second and third as you predicted.
Hey, QCTV, good job picking this meet for television.
This is phenomenal sports entertainment. I mean, it's really good. Forest Lake to the net. Near side, into the net. That'll do it.
And again, they did it as everybody got involved. And now there they are back in the championship game.
Gilk sends it to the front. Gilk in the middle. There it is. Carly Gilk seals the deal. Raptors to the right, Rebels to the left. Raptors serve, and we are underway. Batted over. Belfield long. Rebels win. 15-12.
All alone, goes up, tries to draw the contact, and drains it. The respect of these two teams, realizing what's at stake, what's there, and the Huskies are going to the state tournament.
It's all about. You win one more, and you get to go downtown Minneapolis and go to the bank.
Sets the wall. Next one
There it
scores. Oh, a blazer. That thing drew paint off of the pipe. Roll out of play, and the Huskies are going to take home a quarterfinal state tournament win, 3-2 over the number 3 seed.
We have the best fans in the state, some of the best wrestlers. Thank you everybody for continuing to keep this tradition alive.
Congratulations to the Andover Huskies, their 7th consecutive Section 7 AA championship.
He's got to look. Now he's got to run. He's in trouble. He's being held on to. Caught. He throws it to the end zone. Caught after the back way. And the Anoka Tornadoes are going to the bank.
As a member of this community, as a former faculty member and coach, it is an absolute thrill. It is an absolute thrill to be able to watch these athletes work their butts off and then be able to reap the benefits of it and feel the unity of being a part of this community. And isn't that something that all of us want, to be part of a community? And that is the greatest thing of all.
Thanks to the crew and QCTV. Have yourself a major league evening at a minor league price.
The City of Anoka is committed to the protection of the health and general welfare of its citizens, and the Waste Reduction and Recycling Board serves as an advisory board to the City Council regarding the proper collection, handling, and disposal of solid waste and recyclables in order to maintain a safe, healthy, and clean environment, providing a variety of programs and initiatives for Anoka residents to get involved in keeping Anoka as green as possible. Join the Anoka County Organics Recycling Program today. Say goodbye to tossing food scraps and paper products in the trash and say hello to free composting at your convenient yard waste sites. By participating in the Anoka County Organics Drop-Off Program, you're directly contributing to a greener and more sustainable environment. Just sign up for a drop-off location convenient for you and swing by the compost site or any participating city location during operating hours and pick up your free starter kit. The starter kits include a countertop collection pail, BPI certified compostable bags, and other informational materials so you know exactly what is and is not accepted. Anoka's Waste Reduction and Recycling Board continues to pair with Peterson Shoes to collect gently used shoes in support of Souls for Souls. If you have shoes you would like to donate, please bring them to Peterson Shoes in Anoka during regular business hours, and the weight of the shoes donated is applied toward the city's recycling tonnage goal. Anoka's Waste Reduction and Recycling Board is proud to show off its little library called We Read and Reuse Books. This community library is located near the Anoka Kindness Rock Garden right behind City Hall. The library was constructed by a volunteer related to a member of the Waste Reduction and Recycling Board. Feel free to leave a book and take a book, and it's a perfect location to just relax by the Rum River or Riverfront Memorial Park to enjoy a good read. Anoka's Waterfowl for Warriors fundraiser is still accepting aluminum cans all year long. Profits from the recycled aluminum help supply for the fall Waterfowl for Warriors hunting program. The program is a thank you to local veterans for the service. They are treated with a morning waterfowl hunt and a delicious lunch. And there are 2 collection trailers to drop off your aluminum cans, one at the Grey Ghost Field parking lot by the Anoka Ice Arena and Better Values Liquor Store off East River Road. Learn more about how you can participate in waste reduction and recycling at anokaminnesota.com/residential recycling.
Each store in downtown Anoka has their own unique niche to it.
Hi, I'm Gina Schupanitz, and we are at Favorite Things in downtown Anoka on Main Street. The business has been here for probably 10 or 12 years, and I just bought it 2 years ago. When I bought it 2 years ago, it was actually called the White Owl, and just this past spring or past February, I renamed the business to Favorite Things. So the business has been here a long time, and it's got a long standing in the community and just a lot of loyal customers to the store.
And those customers come back for a reason. The store is a treasure trove of delightful finds, from unique furniture to stylish women's apparel, sparkling jewelry to charming gifts. It has something for everyone.
I don't know if I could pick one favorite thing in the store. I really try to find things that people are going to like and that people will think are their favorite things. Right now we have a lot of seasonal items in the store. We've got wind chimes and our rain chains, which are super popular. People love them for their outdoor garden areas and their patios. They make wonderful gift items. And during the seasons, we change out the decor too. So every season we have new items. So in the fall, you'll see a lot of fall decor. And then, of course, during the holidays, this store becomes just a mecca of Christmas items. So I would say if you haven't shopped here, make sure you come back and check it out each season, because you definitely will see something new every time you come in.
Favorite Things is also participating in the Anoka Social District, so customers can enjoy their drinks, socialize with friends, and shop in the store.
The Anoka community is thriving. The Chamber of Commerce here and the Discover Anoka group do a fantastic job with helping to promote the downtown area and the small businesses. And almost every month of the year we have an event here in town which brings in a lot of customers and just brings in a lot of new people to the city, and it just helps the small businesses thrive. Yeah. I want people to come here and say, oh my God, I'm looking for this item and I want to give it to a friend of mine because it's an item that I love. So that's kind of what I try to specialize in.
So next time you're in Anoka, I definitely make a point to stop by and see what catches your eye at Favorite Things.
Joe. Stevens.
Anoka Fieldhouse at the Anoka High School. I'm Pete Anderson alongside Sean Fogarty on QCTV Sports. And we'll take a look back here at that first half between the Tornadoes and Huskies. It's a 1-point game. Early in the first half, it was Colton Miller drawing the charge, and then Caden Raisler. Huskies out to an early lead, but then the Tornadoes storm back with a 10-2 run to come take the lead at 24-23, and then the Tornadoes controlled play. Huskies battled back late. Kodani here scoring 2 of his 12. He went to the line to make it a 3-point play. We're back underway. 42-41 leading scorers from the first half. Podani, as I mentioned, has 12. Kopetsky has 11. Colton Miller for the Huskies has 10. And also having 10 for the Tornadoes is Caleb Scherer. Tornadoes now shooting to the basket to our left in front of their own bench. Bockett puts it on the floor, near gives it to Borchers. Borchers a quiet first half, just 2 points. Ellis also with just 2 points. He'll pull up, rise, no good. Rebound comes to Caden Raisler, and then Ellis steals it. Works on Kopetsky, getting a second possession instead. He comes out, Borchers is going to launch the 3, no good. Kopetsky with the rebound.
Really good hands there by Ellis to be able to work his way back and be able to get that steal to give him another opportunity.
Squire.
You're right there, Pete. Borchers had a quiet first half, but it's, he got that first shot off really nice.
Kopetsky stopped by Bockett. And nearly stolen by Borchers. Squire's going to take the long 2 from the baseline. He hits. And Squire adds to his 4-point first half with a quick 2. And the Huskies regain the lead. Bockett marked by Squire into the lane. Good spin move by Dominic, and he lays it up and in with that left hand. Dominic with 5 points in the first half. 2 more here.
And Bockett working there against Squire. Squire has 3 fouls from that first half, so he can't really go out and defend that as much as he might want to without picking up that 4th.
Squire missed a handful of games here this season with a finger issue. Kopetsky, slow play into the lane, a little Euro step, mini Euro step, now turnaround fall away, and that one will go for Alex.
And that first half, I talked about it a lot. The offensive rebounding of the Huskies is what really is keeping them in this game.
Pocket drives the lane, stops from the elbow, shoots, no good. Miller goes up and gets the rebound against Lockinen. It's Raisler that ends up tracking it down. Mapson raises the pointer finger on his left hand, calling out the offense. Hands off for Squire. Squire marked by Borchers. Raisler's going to launch a three. It's good! Caden Raisler had 7 in the first half. He's got 10, and he's got his second 3 of the game.
Put Andy there trying to take it to the basket, just try to get something going. I think he recognized he was going to get fouled and decided he was going to shoot it. Got himself to the free throw line from that play.
And that foul goes against Joseph Mapson, and quickly he has his third just less than 90 seconds into this.
And that really
Free
is going to
throw, no
change.
good.
That's really going to change how the Huskies are going to be able to defend some of these guards here. Mapson's been really trying to shut down Podani, and if he can't go out and guard him with that same level of intensity, they're going to have to find somebody who can.
When Mapson came out in the first half, it was Miller that was tasked with defending Podani. Mapson with those 3 fouls gives off for Kopetsky. Kopetsky goes to work on Bucket, drifts into the lane, goes up with the left hand, no good. Tracks down the rebound. No, it'll be Lackinen that comes down the rebound. He and Miller are both to the floor. Bucket will run it. Near side. Podani sets his feet, launches and hits. Ties this one at 48.
Great job looking ahead and recognizing they had numbers coming up the floor. Anoka was able to get that up to one of their top scorer. Set his feet, got a great shot off.
Raisler tries to split the defense, instead backs it out, gives for Mapson. Mapson has a lane, goes to the basket, has it taken away from behind. It was lacking, and they got a piece of it. Raisler's going to launch another 3 hits. Caden Raisler, 2 straight threes to start this second half and puts the Huskies up. Podani's going to answer. No. Front iron, back window, and Miller pulls down the rebound.
I know that Podani is your top scorer, but I think Coach Jefferson would probably like that to not be the shot that they take coming right back down the floor. Well, it's contested.
Raisler tries to get past Ellis. Ellis gets a little handsy and draws the foul. The foul on Dre is his first. We'll take a peek here. You just, right there, right as the replay started, is where he grabbed at trying to tip that ball away and ended up grabbing the hand or wrist of Raisler. Kopetsky puts it on the floor, runs out of real estate, able to gather and rise. Wow.
Tough shot there.
Caleb Shearer made some incredible shots in that first half. Alex Kopetsky able to gather and turn it around, and that one's Podani lost the handle. A little bit of contact jarred that one loose, and we'll have another timeout here for the Tornadoes as the Huskies.
Great timeout there by Coach Jefferson. He's got, after that 3 by Raisler, it seemed as if Anoka was coming up the floor real quick and trying to get quick shots off and forcing the basketball. They just really need him to get calmed down and play the way that they play. And, that's what Coach Jefferson is probably going to be in there telling his team is, hey, there's not going to be where we have to take this lead right away. There's 14 minutes left in this game. Just keep doing what we do, and we're going to get the shots we want.
And this game being brought to you live on QCTV. You can see us on streaming live and on our website on QCTV.org. Much thanks to the Anoka and Andover Huskies booster clubs for paying for those rights to Region 7 and making sure that everybody gets to see this game live instead of on a tape delay. So thank you to the Anoka Tornadoes Booster Club, the Andover Huskies Booster Club for chipping in and splitting that cost. Huskies will inbound from right in front of the Tornadoes bench in the backcourt. After the timeout by the Tornadoes, Huskies lead by 5. Mapson brings the ball up left to right. Stops. Gives for Kopetsky right at the free throw line, marked by Podani. He'll back out beyond the arc. Puts it on the floor with the left, runs out, he'll pull up, and no good. Miller with the rebound, and I think we're going to have a travel.
Yep, right foot moved a little bit as he was trying to regain position.
All he had to do is just put that on the floor one time. And that's just a nice bounce there. Kopetsky with the turnaround. He's hit that one already here. And this that reset of the feet. Hibbler hands it off for a Beckway. A Beckway gets past Stringy. Too strong off the back glass. Comes off the front iron. Kopetsky pulls it down and quickly pulls it into the front court. And it's going to be Hibbler picking up a blocking foul. And it'll be the second foul of the Tornadoes here of the second half. And we saw in that first half, Sean, that those early fouls and those kind of touch fouls early in a possession, they add up, and we had over 5.5 minutes of free throw time in that first half.
They did make some adjustments after that 5-minute mark. Oh, we got a steal.
Podani steps in, steals, and drives and jams for the Tornadoes. A big momentum play for the Tornadoes. They needed that one. Kopetsky's going to launch a three quickly. This is touched last by Miller, according to the official. He doesn't like that call, but it comes out, and it'll be the Tornadoes' ball, trailing by 3. Podani didn't like something happening because he's still talking to the official as well.
Yeah, he was upset when he went up and did the dunk. I think that he felt like somebody came underneath him a little bit. That could have been a dangerous play.
Kamari Hibbler brings it up for the Tornadoes, trying to get past Kopetsky. Nice spin move into the lane and drops that teardrop. And it's a 1-point game.
Tough to guard that play. Great move by Hibbler.
Raisler to Squire into the corner. Squire's going to put it on the floor. Goes up, lays it in with the left-handed hook shot from below his shoulders.
Just bullied his way in and, played through the contact. No foul was called, but, it was a great finish.
Raisler steals it for the Huskies. Brings it across the timeline. Now he'll hand it off for Kopetsky. Stringy, he'll launch from 3. No good, well off the mark. To the right side, Hibbler brings it back up, drops it for Podani, who will bring it across the half-court line. He puts it on the floor with the left, pulls up, and a nice runner with the left hand for Peyton.
He already has 7 points to start this second half. He's kind of helping, keep Anoka in this game here right now.
Kopetsky gets it to Raisler around the perimeter to the Huskies. Squire pushed all the way back, nearly out to the logo. Kopetsky helps him out. He ran out of real estate in the paint. Raisler trying for 3 in a row from beyond the arc. No good. Podani with the rebound. 11:45 on the clock as it ticks down. Section semis here in the 7-4A tournament. Borchers gives off for Lackinen, works into the lane, gives it off for a Beckway. A Beckway underneath the basket, goes up and under and lays it in. Affy, a Beckway, 6 points here. 8-point average on the season for Affy. He's just shy. Raisler's going to launch a 3. No good. He had a good look at it.
Yeah, it was, he's open and he's hit some in that first half. And so he's going to look to try to keep being hot. Just hasn't been able to hit in this second half.
56-55 the score. The Tornadoes lead. And Beckway to the hoop. No good. Too strong off the glass. Stringy comes in on the rebound. Kopetsky moves it the other way for the Huskies quickly. He'll pull up, launch a 3. Off the back glass. No good. Rebound comes down to Caden Raisler. Kopetsky, this time he'll drive. He lost the handle. Borchers has it. He gets it head for Hibbler. He's got Podani. He lays it up. Podani with the layup.
Really nice transition there by Anoka to be able to get it up. Podani was able to run the floor well and had the ball just lofted up to him.
3-point lead. Miller from the corner. Too strong off that heel of the rim. 58-55. The Tornadoes lead. They won earlier in the season. The most recent game back on February 11th. That game was an 8-point win. As you mentioned, Sean, Huskies led that one by 10 at half.
Correct. And the Anoka defense really came out in that second half of that game.
Podani from three, no good. Raisler with another rebound.
What you're seeing right now is that the Huskies are really settling more for threes as opposed to getting into the basket, which is what they had success in the first half.
Squire gets in and late whistle, but he definitely got hit up high. And the foul will go against Brody Lackinen. Squire gets there, and
that's a tough one, but you can see something that was flying off that he has, as I think as you said, he had a finger injury.
Finger injury, just a little protective cap there that goes over the finger to give it a little bit of protection for Lucas.
That maybe helped sell that.
Definitely didn't hurt. First free throw for Lucas is good. Eddie Miles back in the game. Caden Raisler and Colton Miller will take a seat.
That's 3 fouls on Hibbler as well. 9:45 left to play.
Mapson and Squire have 3 for the Huskies. Both free throws good for Lucas.
Hibbler's going to bring the ball up here.
Sherritt gives off for Beckwith. Working on Stringy, works to the right, now backs it out. Sherritt trying to loop around. He'll slow things down, trying to work one-on-one. ISO against Stringy. Sherritt goes up, throws a prayer up. That one no good. Mapson comes down with a rebound.
Well, he's 2 for 3 on circus shots, so still shooting at a high percentage.
Kopetsky rises in the lane and hits. Wow, that one was pure for Alex. And the Huskies now on a little bit of a run. 4 straight points for them to take a lead at 59-58. Ebekwe trying to get around Mapson. Dishes out into the corner for Scherer. Launches, no good, short. And it'll be Stringy that tacks down the rebound. Gets quickly for Kopetsky. Kopetsky stuck in traffic. Cross corner into the corner for Stringy. No good. That one off the side of the backboard. Stringy usually a sniper. And that's going to be a block call. I think the official on the baseline wanted to confirm that that was where the official here nearest to us was going to call. If he was going to give the charge, he was going to let him have it. But instead, it's a blocking call. It goes to be the 4th against Mapson. Oh, I don't know about that one. I think Mapson was sitting there.
It's a tough call. I think he shifted just at the last minute that caused that, and that little motion is what the referee's going to see. If he's standing still with no motion there, he's probably going to get that one.
Second team foul of the half here. Drake Ellis back in the game for the Tornadoes. Kopetsky gets sent to the floor off of that screen. Podani gets inside, off the glass. Nice angle shot as he was working his way towards the baseline. And Podani keeping the Tornadoes tight in this game as he's already got 4 field goals in this second half.
And Coach Jefferson had just given Podani a little bit of a rest, and that's when the Huskies had taken the lead. So I was going to ask, I wasn't sure how long he was going to let him sit out. You can see, not much. You've got to put him back on the floor.
I don't think he took a seat in the first half.
He did not.
Eddie Miles going to work on the 8th grader. Good defense there by Colton Johnson.
Held his ground well, made Miles get off balance, and he had to force up a tough shot.
Podani with speed. He's the quarterback of the Anoka Tornadoes that got back to state, and that one knocked out of bounds by Caden Raisler. It'll stay here with the Tornadoes.
Not sure if anybody would have caught that one if Raisler hadn't touched it. That one might have gone straight out of bounds.
I thought it actually went off the back of Colton Johnson. Borchers gives for Colton. He's going to launch the 3. No good. Squire able to get the rebound. Pass ahead for Miles. Miles will lay it up and in. Alex Kopetsky dropped that one in the bucket for Eddie Miles ahead of who got behind the defense.
Reward the big guy for running the floor. Get him the basketball. Colton Johnson's going to fire again for 3.
Another 3. Caden Raisler feels like he's pulling down all these rebounds. They're just coming right to him. Squire bounce pass inside and offensive foul against Squire. That's his 4th.
Great job there by the 8th grader Johnson to recognize that Squire was coming right at him. He got set nice and easy outside of the restricted circle and drew that foul.
And so that is the 4th on Squire. He's going to stay out. Coach Abel is still talking to the official there about that call. I don't see much wrong with it. Trey Ellis on the ball, gives it up for Lackinen, back for Ellis, who's got an open look, and he hits it! Trey Ellis, he's been quiet, but he comes up with a big 3 here in the second half. 7 minutes to go, and gives the lead to the Tornadoes.
Great flare screen to get him open on that one. He was able to set his feet and get that shot off here.
Kopetsky against Scherer. Instead, it's going to be Raisler into the corner for Squire. Squire for Caden. He'll launch a 3. No good. He hit 2 to open this second half, and since then, he's been cold.
Again, Podany comes down with that rebound. But you can see he looks a little bit gassed here.
He is slowly walking up the court and staying well outside the perimeter. Marked by Kopetsky. Scherer thought about that long 3. Now Ellis working inside. Around Miles. 2 short off that front iron. Then inside for Colden Johnson. Good find there by Dre Ellis to find Colden Johnson, and he has his first bucket here of the night.
Great hustle by Scherer there to be able to tip that rebound out to his teammate. Then they can find Johnson underneath.
Kopetsky is able to get out of some dangerous space. Passes out for Squire. He gets in. He's going to go to the line here as he was drawing a lot of contact through the lane as he tried to put that shot up.
You can definitely see how Squire does a really nice job again of being able to protect that ball out and away from the defender and draw that contact to be able to get to the free throw line.
Lucas had 12 on Wednesday night against the Coon Rapids Cardinals, and I believe all but 2 of those came in the second half. First free throw, no good. That's his first free throw miss. He was 4 for 4 prior to that one.
You can see that, the pace of this game is going to start wearing on the guys a little bit.
Lucas finds the stroke, and we'll have a timeout for the Huskies as it's a 65-62 game. Tornadoes lead. Coach Abel for the Huskies calling the timeout, a full timeout.
We're going to see what adjustments here that Andover is going to make. You got just under 6 minutes here to play. A 3-point basketball game. They've had a really tough time keeping Podany, in check. And, how are you going to make an adjustment to prevent him from getting to the basket or knocking down open shots? So it's going to be really, really important for Andover to be able to make that adjustment. For Coach Jefferson, he's going to have to figure out how he's going to be able to keep Kopetsky out of the lane. That's where he's been able to do his most of his damage. And so how can you keep him in front without fouling and getting into a bonus situation again?
Podany leading all scorers so far tonight. He's got 24. And he's got 12 in the second half. The Tornadoes, they started with 42. They've scored 23 points, and 12 of those coming off of Peyton Podany's fingers.
In their win over Cambridge Isani, Podany had 22 points in the first half, ended that game at 28. So it's not unusual for him to be able to put up a lot of points in a half.
Podany will bring it up. He's got Ellis with him in the backcourt. He'll work it around. Now does Ellis to Scherer. Scherer on the floor, gets it into the lane, no good. Strong off the back glass, and it's Miller that tracks down the rebound. Huskies trail by 3. 5:40 to go on the clock. Miller's going to launch a 3 to try and tie it. In and out and in! Colton Miller ties it!
Hasn't taken a lot of shots in this half, so, be able to come up with that big 3 to tie it, that's a really big-time shot.
He had 10 in the first half. That's his first bucket was Colton Miller. Peyton Podany, what does he do? He answers. And it's 67-65.
Just elevates still, even with how tired he might be. Elevates so high on that.
Tied up, Kopetsky and Podany, and comes out. Mapson tries a 3. Raisler thought he was going to be able to get that rebound. Instead, it goes to Podany. Scherer brings it up. Ellis, marked by Caden Raisler. Caden Forces him to the right. Ellis's shot, no good, and we're going to get a foul call against Caden. I think he got him on the hand there or the arm as he went up to Dre.
And that's tough. You know, that's a very tough shot. If you just contest that one, you know, it's not a high quality shot. You don't need to foul him there and get him to the free throw line.
Dre does not make that first free throw. Dre averages 12.4 a game. He's sitting on 5 right now.
The Huskies have done a really nice job against Borchers and Ellis, trying to keep them below their average.
Second free throw is good for Dre. Lead is back to 3 for the Tornadoes. Mapson playing with those 4 fouls. Correction, 3 fouls. Swire has 4.
Anoka has switched into a 2-3 zone. A different look defensively here for them.
Kopetsky from the corner, he nails it.
And that is definitely what you put yourself up against if you're going to go zone against him.
Ellis for 3. He gets the roll. It looked like he was going to pop out. It hung on that rim and fell right back in. Dre Ellis with a big 3. 2 of them here in this second half.
Huge answer by Ellis there.
Kopetsky marked by Podani. Kopetsky goes to the left from the elbow. He shoots, rises up, that big rebound. Ellis comes away with it and gets smacked in the face. I think Kopetsky's going to pick up a foul here.
And in all reality, that's a good foul by the Huskies because Podani was all the way down by himself going to the basket and was going to have an easy breakaway there.
The foul is against, or do they call that on? Miller. Interesting.
Just
Miller,
his second
foul. Podani will bring it up with a 3-point lead. Scherer and he exchange back and forth. On the floor with the right hand for Peyton. He goes up. Air ball saved by Ebekwe, but it goes right to Miles, bounces around. Huskies get a stop. Caden Raisler is the relief valve there for Kopetsky. Nearly a travel. Colton Miller's going to launch a 3 off the front iron, and it's Ellis that gets the rebound for the Tornadoes. Dre Ellis will let his team catch up. Podani breathing heavily. You can see him just gas, trying to get a break. Ebekwe lost the handle, still on it. Down, and it's the Huskies' ball. Ebekwe was out of bounds when he reached back to grab that basketball. 3:13 to go. And a turnover for the Tornadoes. A bucket there would have been huge for their chances working down the stretch. Scherer will come off, locking in back in. Scoring for defense. Raisler inbounds for Mapson. Mapson surveys and crosses the timeline. Squire back on the floor. Raisler to Mapson. Starting 5 for the Huskies right now. Mapson puts it on the floor, trying to get past Ebekwe. He's stopped. Kopetsky has it tapped away by Podani, and he'll let that one trickle out of bounds instead of trying to force the issue. 16 on the shot clock. Huskies will inbound on the sideline.
The Huskies just need to remember, they're still just under 3 minutes here. You don't need to, panic and start just firing shots up. You need to take good shots.
Screen and roll. Miller's shot, no good. Well off the mark for somebody who made his first 2. And then we got a timeout for the Tornadoes. 2:40 to go. It'll be a 30-second timeout for Coach Jefferson as he's trying to lead his Tornadoes to the section final. If they win, they host. And I believe that's on Thursday.
And this might be just an opportunity for Coach Jefferson to give his guys, a breather. Some of these guys have played a lot of minutes in this game, and be able to get everybody settled down, everybody on the same page with 2 minutes and 40 seconds left. You want to make sure you're taking good quality shots. You don't want to be turning the basketball over, and you have to make the Huskies be able to work for every basket they're going to get.
Scherer's back on the court now for the Tornadoes. It's Scherer, Borchers, Ebekwe, Ellis, and Podani. And the starting 5 for the Huskies still out there. Huskies will pick up the defense once the ball crosses the half court. No front court pressure. Or excuse me, back court pressure.
We'll see how patient Anoka is going to be here with the basketball.
Podani at the elbow. Backs away. Now faces Kopetsky. He's asking for a screen from a Beckway. Works to the right side. Nearly lost the handle. Gives it to Borchers, who drives baseline. Gives it up. Ball tapped away. Finds Scherer. Scherer lost the handle. He lost all his momentum. Trying to pass it out. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Racler has it. And I think we're going to have a jump. It is jump. It'll be the Huskies' ball. 2:10 to go. Huskies get another stop.
We're gonna see exactly what you're saying there. Oh, we'll look at this replay. You know, everyone just hands. Everyone's just getting on the floor. Great hustle by both teams here. Just trying to, you know, possessions are going to be really key here at the end of this game. So, you know, the jump ball now that helps because Anoka gets the next one.
Mapson trying to get around the corner, and a Beckway got caught reaching. Gentleman to our right thinks that's ticky-tack, but he grabbed the jersey. Fifth foul, so we're still 2 fouls away from either side in getting to free throws. Mapson stops his momentum, gives it up for Kopetsky. Kopetsky at the top of the key. Now near side, it's Racler. Kopetsky wide open, top. No good. That's the look the Huskies probably wanted to get. And it just off the mark for Alex Kopetsky, 71-68.
Absolutely the look that you want. You want your top scorer to get a wide open look at the top of the key. You'll live with that one all day.
Inside, Colden Johnson. Gets defended well, but it'll go as a jump ball, so the Tornadoes will keep the basketball. He brings it inside here, puts it on the floor, and then Caden Racler just hand on top of that one. Inbound for the Tornadoes. They quickly get it out around the perimeter, and Podani hands it back in his hands after he threw it in. Podani works around the corner, puts the brakes on, works it back to the left. Racler comes in to help and steals it. Scherer nearly stole the outlet pass, finding Mapson. It'll be Kopetsky with the ball in his hands, down by 3 as we approach 1 minute remaining here. It's 1:08 on the clock right now. Caden Racler.
You don't need to shoot a 3 here. You need to try to get just any basket at this point.
Kopetsky gets inside, and it's taken away by Peyton Podani. What a defensive play. Set him up. So calm, cool, collected as he's retreated and picked the pocket of Alex Kopetsky. 49.7. There's a 20-second difference in shot clock. Huskies will absolutely have at least one opportunity. Timeout was called by the Tornadoes. Coach Jefferson calling for it. Has the ball cross the timeline.
And this is going to be, we're going to have to see, you know, what the Huskies are going to want to do with this defensively. Do you want to go, because you only have 5 team fouls in this half. Both teams were better this half. Playing, you know, not to get fouls, I guess, but when we're looking at it from this standpoint, do you want to get that foul right away?
Jeff Nelson breathing heavy. You can see there as the Anoka superfan, maybe one of the greatest superfans in the the state of Minnesota. Jeff's dedication to all sports Anoka is, over the course of, I think it's 40 plus years for Mr. Nelson. He has been a mainstay at any Anoka sporting event over the last few decades. It's always a great conversation. He'll remember the first time that Andover and Anoka played, and all you have to do is ask him. He probably knows exactly what happened, the leading scorers, how many turnovers there were in that game. He's got a great recall. Podani inbounds into the backcourt. Ellis has it tapped away from Racler. So another inbound here in the backcourt. Again, Podani will throw it in. Racler defending Podani. Kopetsky trying to get it away from Ellis, and Kopetsky grabs on, commits the foul. Again, a foul to give. So next foul will send the Tornadoes to the line for 1-and-1. And looking at who the Tornadoes have on the floor, not sure there's anybody that you really want to foul, but that's going to be the one. Scherer will go to the line shooting 1-and-1 after the foul by Kopetsky.
And that is, this is where we're going to have to see what Coach Abel wanted to do with the fouls here. Getting that, at least you make sure you leave yourself in now 42 seconds to be able to have possession, and then give yourself an opportunity to score, and then look to foul again.
Scherer's 1 for 1 at the line here tonight. No good. Miller gets the rebound. That pays off for the Huskies. They're still down by 3. 38 to go on the clock. Mapson brings it across. Gives it out for Squire. Squire bounce pass to Raisler. Miller going to work inside. Back outside for Mapson. He launches the 3. No good. Rebound goes to Borchers. And they're going to call a foul there on Raisler. Huskies wanted a jump ball call. Instead, it's going to put Borchers on the line. For a 1-and-1.
And I think that the Huskies could have, looked at trying to, drive in instead of, I get it, you're down 3. The mentality is, well, I got to get a 3-pointer to tie the game. But it's really just more important to get a good shot, because Coach Abel can call a timeout, stop the clock, and then be able to set up defensively.
Borchers averaging 15.6 per game. He has just 2 tonight. And he missed it. Huskies get another chance. And a timeout there for Coach Abel, 21.2. Huskies will inbound here in the backcourt. Full timeout for the Huskies. And I believe that might be they have 2 left. Tornadoes have just 1.
And with the 2 timeouts, again, there's still 21 seconds left. You give yourself an opportunity to go down. If you can get a layup, you can take it and then get that timeout, so then you can set up defensively and come up with your plan on who you want to foul to be able to come back down and be able to get a rebound. If you're going to settle and get a 3 and you miss and then you got to foul, then you're putting yourself down 2 possessions. So any points on this possession are going to be huge for the Huskies to get in order to keep in this game.
Huskies have been led here in this second half by Alex Kopetsky. But he has just in this second half, correction, that's actually a tie. It's between Caden Raisler and Alex Kopetsky. Both have. Raisler has 6. Kopetsky has 9 here in this second half.
And
for 20.
And Raisler hit those 2 threes early in this half, but has kind of went cold from the 3-point line after making those first 2 of the half.
3 straight misses from beyond the arc for Raisler. Kopetsky hit 1, hit his first 3-pointer he took this half. He missed the second. Raisler will inbound. It'll be Lackinen defending in the backcourt along with Borchers. Not giving the Huskies a clean look coming across the timeline. Kopetsky steps back beyond the arc. He doesn't hit that one. Rebound comes out to Johnson. Johnson running out of real estate. Gives it up for Lackinen. 6 seconds to go, and Squires just fouled out. But he'll send Lackinen to the line to try and seal this. It's still 1-and-1. 5.1 on the clock. Huskies get a rebound. They can still drive the floor and put up a shot.
And that was too much time that Miller let get off the clock. When Johnson was able to get that rebound, there was still about 8-9 seconds left. And you would have put the 8th grader at the line here. Now you're looking at, you put Lackinen on, who is a junior. You're giving him an opportunity to be able to seal the game technically if he hits 1.
And we've got a timeout called by the Huskies, making Lackinen think of it. Lackinen does not have any points here tonight. He is scoreless. So a free throw to ice it would be his first point of the game.
And again, this is where, you want the people on the floor. He's a starter. He's been in situations, throughout the season that he's going to have to be able to knock down shots. So, to be able to have that opportunity to win this game, put it out of reach for your team, there's nothing that feels better.
Tornadoes fans here looking for another awesome moment, as we had one here in this building just a couple of days ago. Drew Peterson for the Tornado girls basketball team, hitting a game winner in the section final to send the Anoka Tornadoes to the state tournament.
Yes, congratulations to the Anoka girls team and Coach Novak. We wish them well. The seedings were sent out today, and they're playing the 2-seed Eastview girls basketball team.
Congratulations to the high school league on finally figuring out how to seed an entire 18 tournament. First free throw is good for Brody Lackinen. And the next one, do you tell him to miss this?
No.
4-point lead with time. He hits them both. That'll do it. Huskies now trail by 5. They're going to need a miracle. He pulls up. Misses, trying to get the call, and that'll do it. Tornadoes advance to the section finals. They'll be back here on Thursday against the Centennial Cougars. These two teams competed three times this year. The Tornadoes come out on top over the Huskies for the 3rd straight time. Leading scorer tonight, Peyton Padani. He was incredible with a game-high 26. The Huskies fall to 11-17, and that'll end their season. Congrats to the Huskies on playing. We'll be back here in just a couple of days with the section final, but it's the Anoka Tornadoes winning 73-68 in this section semifinal. They'll be back. Thanks to our crew. Thanks to everybody back in the truck. And thanks to Jeff Nelson on being a great superfan.